Sports. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. And the Clippers starting five. Baca is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the two guard. And for Dallas, Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Richardson attacking. Cauley-Stein finds Richardson. Just 5 to shoot. No good there with the step-back J.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Buried from 15 feet out.
Boy, how comfortable is KP in the mid-range? Porzingis, what touch.
Pass to Beverley. He kicks to Cousins. Outside Leonard. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Back to Doncic. Over Beverley. Doncic, no good. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Leonard inside. Cauley-Stein defending.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Richardson, good.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic, and a pretty pass right there.
George passes to Beverley. Back to George. To the paint. Here's Cousins. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Doncic against Beverley. And it's Doncic missing. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. Beverley deciding where to go with it. Outside, George lets it go with a 3. The shot misses, and the Mavericks going the other way now. 18 feet out, and there's Richardson. That's good on the assist by Doncic. Richardson's got his second bucket.
Listen, we all know Luka Doncic can score, but equally impressive to me is his playmaking ability.
George with no one around. Cousins on the follow.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And it's Doncic missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
George, no good. The Mavericks have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Porzingis, that's a 2, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Leonard with the ball, and it's Richardson picking him up.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Here's Doncic. Makes good on the step-back jumper.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
Richardson, no luck. Clippers trail by 4. Lobs it up for Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And Ibaka can really get up on these lob attempts. Great at finishing strong when he's near the rim.
Now, here's Doncic. Misses off the left iron. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Mavericks lead by 2. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Marcus Morris is out there with Batum. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Brunson with it. Jackson on him. It's Redick on the wing. No good with the triple. The Clippers shooting just 31% in the game. And the pass to Jackson. Redick against Kennard. Morris outside. Back to Zubac. Out to Morris. Clippers moving the ball around. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Zubac. Batum wide open. He fires. And that won't go. Missing the go-ahead bucket. Thompson with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Redick for 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Morris with the bucket.
Well, just so good at taking advantage of the mid-range. Marcus Morris feels comfortable in that area.
Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. Inside. Redick with the bucket. Redick's got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Morris against Hardaway. Back to Morris. The tray. It's rebounded by Dallas. Redick against Kennard. Redick passes to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Here's Morris. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Morris has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, this guy is such an astute offensive player. Marcus Morris is solid at realizing when it's his opportunity to take the shot.
Outside, Redick, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Porzingis comes in for Maxi Kleber. Richardson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Jackson kicks to Zubats. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And stolen by Richardson. Here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. Cauley-Stein. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Cauley-Stein's got the lead up to 4 now for Dallas.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley-Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
And here's Morris for 3. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got his 4th rebound in this one. 44 seconds left in the first half, and he makes that one.
I'll tell you, he's having his way right now in the second period. Forget the first quarter. Let's get to work.
Kennard with 3, and the 3 ball is good. Kennard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Morris with the rebound. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. It's a 3-point game. There's Jackson with the 3. Nice D from Doncic. From deep 3-point range, sinks it. What range from outside? Wow. Doncic has got 5 points so far. And so it's Dallas. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and the Mavericks over the past couple of years, Shaq, making some great personnel.
Yo, go trade.
And that's...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We've seen Josh Richardson really having a great game.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Doncic passes to Powell. Out to Doncic. Tries again. Richardson outside. Off target with his 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Doncic finds Powell. Now here's Porzingis. And he banks in the layup. Porzingis has got the lead back up to 6 now for the Mavs.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
Passes it to Cousins. Now Ibaka. Here's George. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 6. Richardson outside. Pass to Doncic. This one for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Doncic has got 8 points.
Man, that is ridiculous range from Luka Doncic. Yes, step across half-court line, I'm in my range.
From deep, George. That shot no good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only one for the first 5.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3-ball. I don't know if it's underplayed, but there's an all-around aspect to what Paul George does on a night-by-night basis. This guy is an elite two-way player.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Pass to Redick. There's the 3. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's George. Redick with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Dallas. Big run right now going for him, 11-2.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Clippers trail by 16. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Beverly finds Leonard. And it's Leonard with the jam.
Oh, good luck stopping that. Kawhi Leonard, huge, strong hands, in total command of the basketball. Go ahead.
Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. 1:11 left in the third. Offensive rebound, Mavericks controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 16.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Yeah, the tenacity of Patrick Beverly to play through the contact. Now he must complete the play with a free throw.
And the Clippers making a change here. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Batum comes in for Serge Ibaka. Morris is checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Luke Kennard in for Paul George. Redick for 3. It's good from long range. Redick's got 6 points in the quarter.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Shots good by Kennard.
In that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
Brunson against Beverly. From deep. Hardaway, no good. Clippers trail by 13. And the wide open shot from Morris. No good on the 3. Redick surveying the D. Hardaway for 3. The shot, no good. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. 13 points up at the end of the period. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. We'll return shortly. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Batum, Luke Kennard out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Zubac in its center.
Well, that's what you call shooting in rhythm. If you give Marcus Morris an inch, he's going to understand, okay, it's my opportunity now. Nice pull-up.
Brunson against Jackson. And the shot is good. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Trailing by 13. Kennard kicks to Jackson. For three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Brunson with it. Outside, Redick. 6 to shoot. That three off the mark. Clippers trail by 13. Jackson, that's good. And here's Brunson. The pass to Redick. Back to Brunson. Three-pointer. No good on the shot. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Redick against Kennard. The shot by Kleber, wide open. That shot missing. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. That cuts the lead to single digits.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
From deep. Outside Jackson. On the wing, Morris. A three-pointer off the mark. Dallas leading by 9. Hardaway passes to Kleber. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here are the Mavericks now. Passes it to Brunson. The step back jumper is good. Brunson's got 4 points this quarter. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather took? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Clippers trail by 11. Here's Kennard. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Well, Marcus Morris has tremendous size, and he is willing to find his teammates when they're open. That's nicely done.
Outside Hardaway. Back to Brunson. From the arc. Hits it from three-point range. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Mavericks.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Luka Doncic.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
On offense, here are the Clippers. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Kleber, the pass to Redick. Brunson against Jackson. Fires from 14. Brunson, good.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Shots good by Kennard. Now Brunson. And so it's Dallas winning this one, even early on in this one. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Jones in at the 3. And for Dallas, Cauley Stein is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Richardson. Then there's Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Now here's Richardson. Shoots. Tips it up. It's good on the putback.
Talk often about physicality of bigger players. Cauley Stein, one of those guys who fits into that category.
Lillard against Doncic. To the middle. Lillard surveying the D. Shot clock at 6. Back to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. The three-pointer, no good.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Richardson with it. Now Covington defending. Richardson, no luck. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Doncic. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision, Boy, he can really pass it, and it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Cauley Stein finds Richardson. Covington with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Here's Nurkic, and he uses the glass on the layup. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Dallas again missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Pass to McCollum. Ball's knocked loose. Feeds to Covington. Another shot. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Doncic with the bucket.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Outside, Jones. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Dallas. Finney Smith passes to Richardson. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got two terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game. Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Lillard attacking.
Just straight quickness. Lillard showing off the effortless blowback.
50 seconds left to play in the first. Fires, high post, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Richardson's got his second basket of the game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Outside, Covington. Back to Lillard from outside the arc. Here's Nurkic. Jacks up a three. Lillard misses.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Doncic right side. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Mavericks ahead, up by 3. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his up.
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Anthony. Enes Kanter is out there with Collins. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point. Lobs it up for Kanter. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And while not a huge leaper, Kanter does have enough length and athleticism to make a play like that simple.
Here's Brunson. Outside, Redick. Pass to Powell. Back to Redick. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Hardaway. Redick finds Brunson. Out to Hardaway. Puts up a 3. No good. Shot missing. And the Trailblazers going the other way. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Collins passes to Cantor. And here is Powell. Over Hardaway. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Dallas has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. It's deflected. Stolen by Collins. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Marjanovic. On the wing, Hardaway. Marjanovic passes to Brunson. Back to Marjanovic. Outside, Redick. Buries the long-range jumper. Redick's got the lead up to 4 now for Dallas.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
Here's Simons. No points in the game yet for him. To the paint. It's tipped. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Pull up Jay. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Passes to Pop. Here's Simons. Three-pointer. No good that time. Mavericks leading by 4. Redick for 3. Collins grabs the miss. Here's Cantor. The rebound by Marjanovic.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Dallas has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Now here's Powell. Back to Redick. Now the pass to Marjanovic. Outside, Redick.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
And, you know, if you only look at the box score for Zach Collins, then you're missing the whole picture. He's a terrific defender.
I agree with you, G.A. I think his scoring is going to come, but obviously they have potent guard play, and that's not much needed. What is needed is on the interior, him being active as a big man and defending around the rim. That is something that Zach Collins is capable of doing.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And stolen by Lillard. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Doncic leading the charge. And Finney Smith gets it to go.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Lillard outside. Can they get it? That one misses. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Finney Smith kicks to Doncic. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
And Nurkic around there, big and right on top of the cylinder.
We've got 33 seconds left now here in the second. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. And it's Jones with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. There's the triple. Mavericks with the rebound. The shot from 20 feet away. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Richardson's got 6.
Well, he keeps the ball so high, Josh Richardson, on the release. The closeout taking no effect.
There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And a close game so far through the first. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that does it for our...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Trailblazers trail by 5. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Josh Richardson. Porzingis is out there with Cauley Stein. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. Lillard against Doncic. To the right side. He kicks it to Richardson. Shot clock at 5. Launches it. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from McCollum.
Now McCollum a blur that time in transition. A quick-footed guard who runs the floor like a gazelle.
Doncic feeling it out. Porzingis against Covington. Bank shot, no good. Porzingis with the steal. Pass to Marjanovic. Tries yet again, and it's Porzingis laying it in. Porzingis has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, when you see Porzingis attack the glass, you want to stand up in your seat. There's been these opportunities where we've seen him flying in for some highlight dunks.
Here's Lillard. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Left side, Redick. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Stolen by Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Well, the size, length, and power of Cantor on full display that time.
Brunson against Lillard. Now here's Brunson. Defense is right there. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Lillard with it. He has 7. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Lillard's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
Well, Lillard and Steph Curry, we talk about their unlimited range on display that time from Damian.
Outside, Redick. Back to Brunson. Clock at 6. Pass to Marjanovic. And there it is for him. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Marjanovic. Hardaway is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Simons, he's checked in for Portland. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the dunk by Powell.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Powell, that's good.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
It's Redick on the wing. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Goes back up. Count that one. Redick's got 5.
One of the best at moving without the ball. Catch and shoot opportunity for J.J. Redick.
Here's Simons. Off target. The third quarter comes to a close. Mavericks ahead, up by 4. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Here's Brunson. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Anthony is out there with Collins. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point guard position.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Anthony finds Powell. Powell with the steal. Passes it to Redick. Puts it up from 12. Now here's Powell. Back to Cauley-Stein. Stolen by Kanter. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Basket good. Powell's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Portland.
And we could have been looking at a 2-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now, nerves becoming a factor.
Brunson the pass to Hardaway. And the wide open shot from Redick. No good from outside.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
So they take the lead. Powell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Now take a look at him, locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Portland leading. Down low. A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got his first bucket in this one.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Redick for 3. Brunson kicks to Powell. Looking to end the run. And the dunk by Powell.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Here's Collins. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Just so much activity from John Collins as a stretch 5 at times. Hard to track around the floor.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs them.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Here's Doncic. Steps back and drains the jump shot. Doncic has got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
And the basket by Lillard.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Doncic outside. Doesn't go for him. The Trailblazers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. And the basket by McCollum.
Well, fearlessness by McCollum there, willing to take those big shots in the game's biggest moments.
Lillard against Doncic. Out to Porzingis. Trying to find Marjanovic. Gets it over to him. There's the pass to Richardson. Here's Finney Smith. From outside, off the mark.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
1:30 left here in the fourth quarter. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Here's Finney Smith. Shot clock at 6. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
McCollum outside.
As a big, once you get positioned inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
The coach's challenge has been issued. A team like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Cantor checked in for the Trailblazers. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. The focus of his speech was hustle. He told his players, those guys are going to come at us. We have to match their intensity, and we have to play with a great deal of energy. We're all in here, fellas. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Such a big guy, Cantor, but also incredibly lean. At the NBA Combine, for instance, he tested out at 6% body fat, an extraordinarily low number for a man of his size.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
Lillard outside. He dishes it to Jones. Feeds it to Cantor.
Well, he's made some big shots dating back to his playing days in Europe. Cantor coming through here in the clutch.
Dallas calls timeout. They trail by 3. 7 seconds left to play here in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
To tie it up. Can't get the 3 to fall. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. This wins. Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Porter. And at the 3, the small forward. And for Dallas, Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Fast break, Dallas. Richardson gets a wide-open look. Cauley Stein. The tip in on the offensive rebound.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
And it's Murray, that time on the assist by Barton.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
Doncic passes to Richardson. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. In the corner, it's Gordon. 6 to shoot. Jokic with the bucket.
This is a big guy, a mountain of a man. I mean, Jokic is a sturdy, thick 250 pounds. It's going to take a bigger bump to disrupt his shot than that one.
The 3 for Doncic. The offensive rebound. Porzingis on the follow.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Barton outside. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Porter finds Jokic. Over Cauley Stein. Doesn't go that time. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Nobody does it better than Gordon on the alley-oop. Boom!
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, no one near Doncic as he lets it fly from beyond the arc and then some.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Doncic with the steal. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way from the top of the key. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Richardson getting points in transition. Easy buckets thanks to his hustle after the steal. And that's how you take advantage of the turnover.
Murray surveying the D. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Powell kicks to Hardaway. Another 3 for Dallas.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Murray. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Nice to see Murray take it strong to the rack. Pretty good finisher he is inside.
Runs in the pass to Powell. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. 52 seconds left in the first. Here's Morris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Outside Hardaway. Shoots over McGee. Hardaway, no good. The Nuggets trail. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And the wide open shot from Redick. Traps in the tray.
Boy, the catch and shoot shot doesn't get any better than that. Redick on the money. ATM time.
Now Morris. With 4 seconds on the clock, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Denver shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
He got it up. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Mavericks lead. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a
Southwest. I mean, you need to cure.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. We've got Rivers. JaVale McGee is out there at Bowl. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Millsap in at the 3. Here's Morris. Good. Morris has got the lead back up to 1 now for the Nuggets.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Marjanovic kicks to Brunson. Back to Marjanovic. Pass to Hardaway. Here's Morris. He has 6. Here's Rivers. It's rebounded by Dallas. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his first foul. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside, Redick fires for 3, sinks the triple. Redick's got 6 points. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. The 3 for Doncic. The Mavericks rebound, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
The shot's good from McGee. McGee's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
It really balances out the backcourt when McGee is able to provide points inside. I mean, that's big.
Hardaway for 3. Rebounded by McGee. Nuggets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. A nice shot by Rivers.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Brunson, kicks to Powell. And there's the pass to Marjanovic. Back to Brunson. Shot clock at 6. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. There's 1:54 left in the second quarter. Millsap with the steal. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul. Now off the inbound, McGee. Banked in off the glass. McGee's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nuggets.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Outside, Porzingis. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Pass to Doncic. From downtown, bangs home the trifecta. Doncic has got 6.
Way downtown, Doncic testing the limits of his range there.
And where Finney Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and that's always been part of his package. But as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation.
Morris into the lane. That one doesn't go. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. some room here for Richardson. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Now it's a 4-point Maverick lead. 34 seconds left here in the second. Here's Morris. And again, unable to change momentum here. Dallas has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly.
And Cauley Stein has drawn comparisons to Tyson Chandler due to his length and athleticism. It's important he continues to get better.
For the Nuggets.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
It's Barton with the drive, and he converts the layup. Barton's got his first points of the game.
When he's driving, he's committed to scoring, so not much you can do against Barton in that situation.
With 1 on the clock, no good on the last second attempt there. And that's it for the first. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the 2K. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The largest lead they had was 6 in the... And that...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been one outstanding game from Willie Cauley-Stein.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Dallas, they've got Porzingis, Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. Took him no time at all on that one. Murray's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Nuggets. Now, here's Doncic. He has 6. Here's Richardson. That shot is off. Now Denver takes it the other way. Here's Murray. Here's Jokic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Finney Smith passes to Cauley-Stein. Doncic against Murray. The dunk and the foul. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Richardson, good.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Richardson against Barton. From 15 feet away, count it. Barton's got his second bucket of the game to go. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
And Doncic, here we go.
Big time flush by Doncic. Man, this young fella really has a lot of game.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
It's hauled in by Jokic.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. The game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And it's good for two.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Pass to Gordon, deflects the pass, and it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
For the three. Here's Marjanovic. And another shot. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they...
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Redick for three, gets the three-pointer to fall. Redick's got 9.
Very dangerous from outside the arc as he's been throughout his career. All Redick needs is a little separation, and he's golden.
Pass to McGee. Morris outside. 1 second left. Misses there. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Taking a look at the Nuggets. They've got Bowles. Morris is out there with Rivers. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's McGee in at the 4 spot.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Here's Finney-Smith, and it's Dallas with another.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
Rivers against Redick. Rivers can't get it to go. Mavericks leading by 4. Passes it to Powell. And Redick kicks to Finney-Smith. Here's Brunson. Another 3 for Dallas.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Here's Morris, and the layup's good off the glass. Morris has got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Brunson scanning the floor. Clock at 6. On the mark with the 15-footer. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Reddick against Rivers. McGee dishes to Rivers. Good on the bucket. And it's 6 points for Austin Rivers.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Reddick for 3, and Bull pulls it down. Bull's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Bull. Aaron Gordon comes in for JaVale McGee. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. And it's Jamal Murray in for Morris. Ollie Stein finds Porzingis. Gordon with the defensive effort. The Nuggets trail by 3. Rivers gets a wide open look. The putback. Mavericks with the rebound. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. To the middle. From the wing. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
That's exactly why they turn to Porzingis here, guys. They trust him to step up in big moments.
1:41 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Murray. Gordon kicks to Rivers. The pass to Murray. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Here's Jokic. Drops it in off the fadeaway.
Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possession.
Outside, Porzingis. There's the dish to Cauley Stein. Back to Porzingis. Jokic with the steal. Lob pass to Gordon. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Doncic against Porter. And it's Doncic missing. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. They trail by 3.
Easy to see why Gordon has the ball in these moments. He's phenomenal at coming up big.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Doncic passes to Cauley Stein. It's Richardson on the wing. Dallas, no good that time either. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Doncic with the steal. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And the Nuggets making a change here. Barton is checked in. Here's Doncic. Pass to Cauley Stein. Now Richardson.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
Yeah, those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
Murray outside. It drops. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Hey, you can't just have skill and confidence to make big shots. You got to have a big ticker, too.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it. The Staples Center downtown. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Dwight Powell. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. And for the Clippers, Ibaka is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Cousins in at the 5. Porzingis, that's a 2. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Richardson, good.
You know, he could have looked to score that himself, but in this particular instance, the advantage is playing inside out.
Beverley, the pass to George. It's blocked.
Powell is exceptional at timing for blocks, rises up and sends it back.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Good work there as it goes.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
And here's George after Luka Doncic hitting the 3. George passes to Ibaka. Doncic with it. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. That's tipped. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. He can't get that one to fall. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
If Powell's on the court, he's a threat to dunk it. Incredible athleticism.
Clippers trail by 6. George dishes to Leonard. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a just match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Cousins. Morris comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Batum throws it down.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Cauley Stein kicks to Kleba. And the pass to Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. Hardaway from outside. The rebound by Ibaka. And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers, trailing by 4. The Mavericks have gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Pulls up on the elbow. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Jackson finds Kennard. Here's the 3. Ibaka, and Ibaka is right there.
We know this about Serge Ibaka. This guy is a strong presence on the offensive glass. If you don't check him out, you're going to get hurt.
Brunson against Jackson. It's Redick on the wing. From past the arc. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
On the wing, Jackson. Morris outside. Over Kleba. It's tipped. Here's Brunson. Cauley Stein passes to Brunson. Redick surveying the D. Cauley Stein dishes to Redick. And so the first quarter is in the books. Mavericks lead by 4. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
We've got Marcus Morris, Luke Kennard out there with Jackson. Then there's Batum, and it's Zubats in at the center. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
Maintained his concentration beautifully as he double clutched and laid it in against some tight D.
To the inside, Kleba, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleba grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell. Because in 2017, Kleba texted with Nowitzki before signing with Dallas. But though they come from the same town, they didn't know each other until they became teammates. That's extraordinary.
Now here's Brunson. After the miss from Reggie Jackson, Brunson kicks to Hardaway. Outside, Redick. No good with the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Morris, no good. Mavericks leading by 4, and that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Brunson finds Hardaway. Outside, Redick. Off target with his 3.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Pass to Kleba. Dallas moving the ball around. Redick against Kennard. Shot clock at 6. Offensive rebound. Outside for Redick. Hardaway for 3. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Redick's got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
Jackson up top, Brunson covering, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning. And your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Now here's Richardson. Cousins pulls it in. Clippers trail by 4 and stolen by Richardson. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Porzingis passes to Richardson. Over George. Richardson, no luck. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
We are talking about a solid 230 pounds. Kawhi Leonard's strength and his frame allows him to get shots off under duress.
And the Clippers making a change here. Beverly's checked in. We've got 1:48 left in the first half of the game. Richardson with it. He's picked up by Cousins. Richardson outside. Lets it go. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Richardson's got 5. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. George with no one around. And the Clippers miss again. Mavericks leading by 3.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be. Well, Serge Ibaka added this aspect to the game. Came in as a shot blocker, but worked so hard to become an offensive threat.
From deep, the Clippers grab the miss. Ibaka's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Cousins on the follow. And the Clippers lead by 1.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. From the top of the key, he buries it. Doncic has got his second basket.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
And here's Leonard. 7 points in the game. That's tipped. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam. Now Doncic. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And some good action. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. And Kenny, like Kawhi Leonard, Paul George doesn't show a whole lot of emotion. And that's a...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
On the floor for Dallas, Porzingis is out there with Powell. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working. You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Nailed from three-point land. Richardson's got 8.
Boy, there is an artistry and a feel to Luka Doncic's game. This guy is elite with his playmaking.
Now here's Leonard. 11 points in the game. Bucket is good. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it.
Hardaway's checked in for the Mavericks. Here's George. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Feeds it to Cousins. Porzingis with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Doncic outside. Over Beverly. Doncic, no good. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Leonard. Good work defensively by Richardson. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Now, here is George. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
For the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Batum comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Kennard in for George. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Marjanovic comes in for Dwight Powell. J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. And here's Kennard after J.J. Redick hitting the three. Kennard kicks to Beverly. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Beverly against Brunson. On the wing, Hardaway. Lets it go from deep. The offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers. Since halftime, they've seemed disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
Well, just good solid use of the pick and roll. Patrick Beverly, ball in his hands, looking quite comfortable.
Dallas has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So, for the Clippers, Marcus Morris is checked in for Kawhi Leonard, and it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. Then for the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Marjanovic, and Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. That one good for 2.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. .111 left in the third quarter. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Kennard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Finney-Smith. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The shot by Redick, no good.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
36 seconds left here in the third quarter. Kennard's shot is off. Mavericks have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Brunson with a clean look. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Brunson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Now here's Jackson. Clock at 6. Pass to Kennard. Launches a 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Kennard's got 6. Redick inside the line, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The Mavericks leading. Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Cauley-Stein. Here's Marjanovic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Both good from the line that time. The Clippers shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Jackson down low. Brunson covering. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Jackson. Mavericks shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Jackson against Brunson. Outside, Redick, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Boy, not on the same page there, and in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Passes it to Kennard to take the lead. Mavericks with the rebound. Cauley-Stein's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Brunson. That shot off. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Outside, George. Leonard dishes to George. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Finney-Smith passes to Powell. And the rejection by Ibaka. And that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell. That is his first foul of the game. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. And here's Leonard. Back to Ibaka. Doncic against Beverly. Just 5 on the clock.
How about that defense by Powell? Not overly physical, obviously, but he moves his feet and anticipates plays.
Kicks it out to Richardson. Left side, Porzingis. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. Shoots over Leonard. Doncic, no good.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
George finds Leonard. To take the lead, puts the move on, and the layup is good. And the Clippers lead by 1.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
He has been taking and making big shots for a long time. Luka Doncic with the delivery.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Beverly's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
Huge moment for Patrick Beverly. Wow.
Doncic with it. A step-back shot here. A second chance effort. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
Well, one thing we know, Porzingis is fearless. He had no hesitation on what was a huge basket for them.
Outside, George. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Richardson. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. A 3-ball. Kicks it out to Richardson. The pass to Finney-Smith. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Now here's Leonard. Pulls it from the elbow. Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Second chance shot. Leonard, the pass to Ibaka. And stolen by Richardson. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
And he commits the intentional foul. And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
And I think, guys, over time, you would anticipate Luka Doncic becoming more and more of a leader. This guy is so fun to watch from a skill perspective.
And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 3. 12 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a 3-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
"12 seconds left in the game. Here's Leonard. misses the three. So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. The lights of downtown reflect, and nothing.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 5 down low. And for the Trailblazers, Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Jones. And it's Nurkic in at the center, locking down the middle. Now, here's Doncic. 5 on the clock. Knocks down the step-back J. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Here's Doncic. The Trailblazers knocking down the tray. Kicks it out to Richardson. Back to Cauley Stein. Second shot opportunity. Richardson the pass to Cauley Stein. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Taking contact on the way up. Cauley Stein going through it that time.
Lillard outside. Inside. Nurkic against Cauley Stein. Powell inside. Back to Nurkic. Cauley Stein grabs the board. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Doncic against Lillard. Now, here's Doncic. He's tightly guarded. Out to Porzingis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Porzingis in the aggressive mindset in this one. Knows he's a problem for the defense, especially on the drive. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Lillard with it. The 3. No good. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Pass to Cauley Stein. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Richardson finds Porzingis. Here's Cauley Stein. Shoots over Covington. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Takes it out to Covington. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Doncic against Lillard. Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded closely. The pass to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
You got to stay in front of Porzingis, especially when he rolls out of the pick and roll. Even though that's not a guarantee, you're going to stop it.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. Nurkic kicks to Covington. Lillard from outside. Mavericks with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. Mavericks leading by 5. 1:05 left in the first quarter. Hardaway finds Cauley Stein. Powell against Richardson. Takes it from 10, and the shot goes down.
Well, he keeps the ball so high, Josh Richardson, on the release, the closeout taking no effect.
Here's Powell. 41 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Lillard with no one around. Good on the three-point shot.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Richardson. Porzingis passes to Cauley Stein. 6 to shoot. Richardson gets a wide open look. Again, the Mavericks score.
Nice job, Richardson, playing now in the mid-range. That tells me his offensive game is showing confidence.
Lillard bounce pass to the paint, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. The Mavericks on top. They lead by 4 from Portland. We're back in a moment. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg,
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, You know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Portland, we've got Damian Lillard. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Jones in at the 3 slot. Here's Lillard. The Mavericks making the shot. Stolen by Brunson. Fast break Dallas. Powell, the pass to Marjanovic. Back to Powell. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Brunson against Powell. Shot clock at 5. Shoots off the step back. It's good. Brunson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Mavs.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Redick against Powell. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Pass to Redick. And Brunson has it in the corner. Redick against Powell. Redick passes to Brunson. Now Marjanovic. Redick for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. And now an 11-point Dallas lead.
Easy to see why J.J. Redick is a guy that everybody talks about as being one of the premier shooters in the NBA.
Here's Lillard. Lays it up and banks it in. Lillard's got 7.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you.
Pretty nice show of athleticism as Zach Collins rises up.
Brunson kicks to Finney-Smith. And the wide open shot from Redick. Off target from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's McCollum. The rebound by Marjanovic.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls, and the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Dwight Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Richardson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Simons, the pass to McCollum. Here's Simons, guarded by Doncic.
Well, if you go to Lehigh, of course, you're going to make smart plays. McCollum good at sensing when his man was going to be wide open.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Out to Doncic. Back to Porzingis. Doncic outside. Dallas, no good that time either. Trailblazers trail by 10. Here's Simons. And the 3 off target. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Passes to Porzingis. Step back shot. Yes, that goes in. Porzingis has got 6.
Yeah, Porzingis read that extremely well. He recognized right away he was going to get that shot.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Here's Anthony. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks enjoying a 12-point lead as
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. It was all about Dallas as the game got going. They showed great chemistry going on
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Cauley Stein in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Man, when he's playing under control, which is most of the time, McCollum is very effective setting up teammates.
Cauley Stein passes to Porzingis. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Buries the long-range jumper. He has 5. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. And the rejection by Marjanovic.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
McCollum against Redick. Pass to Brunson. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Stolen by Collins. Throws it up high. Stolen by Brunson. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. No good there. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Here's Anthony. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists now in this one. Now here's Brunson. He's covered closely. It's Redick on the wing. Over McCollum. Redick with the bucket.
Timeout.
Redick's got 8 points.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Powell finds Covington. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And stolen by Cauley Stein. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Lets the 3 fly. Buries it from 3-point range. Doncic has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Mavs. Fires the 3. Lillard misses.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Come get it. Doncic against Lillard. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Richardson outside. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots it up. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. He has 6.
Richardson knocking down the shot. He's got good shooting form.
Powell for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Doncic against Lillard. Up top, Porzingis. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
So nice to see a big guy with that kind of shooting touch. One of Porzingis' strongest attributes.
Lillard from outside. Porzingis with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Doncic with it. Lillard picks him up. Now the pass to Hardaway. And here's Richardson outside. Another 3 for Dallas.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
But they'll get another chance. Hardaway dishes to Doncic. And here's Porzingis for a 3. Lillard with the rebound. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Jones is running. Oh,
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
Doncic outside. Misses the 3. And so it's Dallas, riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Powell in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Now here's Porzingis. The 3. The shot comes out. Here's Jones, and Jones slams it home.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Lillard against Doncic. It's Richardson on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Powell. Dallas, no good that time either. Trailblazers trail by 21. Nurkic, the pass to Lillard. And it's off from 3-point range.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Now, here's Doncic. Elbow shot is on the way. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Pass to Nurkic. It's Jones on the wing. Kicks it to Lillard. From downtown, and the 3-ball is good.
Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
Doncic finds Cauley Stein. Doncic right side. Here's Hardaway. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. 5 to shoot. No good on the quick 3. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. Dallas leading by 20. Outside, Redick. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
Trailblazers trail by 16. Lillard fires away from way outside. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. The Mavericks shooting well, 50% from the floor.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to...
Grab it out of half.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Redick with the three. It's good from long range. And the Mavericks lead by 17.
They maintained focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
Yeah, the cool thing is that they look like they're having a blast out there. Everyone on the same page, contributions across the board.
Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Here's Brunson. Nice D from Lillard. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
At this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
The shot by Redick, no good. And here's Portland. 15-point game. Oh, Covington in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Using that athleticism to convert the alley-oop. Covington is simply a difference maker out there.
Now Brunson. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This was a very strong. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it. Nestled among the peaks of the Rocky Mountains, we're in the beautiful city of Denver, Colorado. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of it. DA.
Kevin, thanks.
DA, thanks a lot. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. Then there's Hardaway. And there's Porzingis. And it's Cauley Stein in at the power forwards position. And for the Nuggets, they've got Michael Porter. Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. Now, here's Doncic over Murray. Doncic finds Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5, because listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Seems that Richardson just has a knack for always being in the right place.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Hardaway, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him.
And it's Doncic missing. Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Murray, the pass to Gordon. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved.
And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
And stolen by Richardson. Back to Doncic. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. The dish now to Richardson. Just 5 on the clock. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Porter passes to Gordon. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Richardson against Porter. And stolen by Barton. Here's Murray. Up again. It's good on the putback.
How about that persistence there? Jokic refusing to give up on the glass.
Now Doncic. Cauley Stein dishes to Doncic. They could use a bucket. Good on the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Murray against Doncic. Over to the wing. Here's Jokic. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Richardson, good.
Boy, Richardson has a sneaky mid-range game, folks. Keeps the defense off balance.
Barton passes to Murray. 56 seconds left here in the opening quarter. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Mavericks leading by 3. Brunson scanning the floor. And the pass to Reddick. Fires for 3. Here's Brunson. Knocked away. Clock at 6. Here's Powell. Marjanovic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Way to work the glass. Buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Here's Barton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you can't try to rough up Barton. Can't get too physical with him. He's very good at using his body against yours to draw fouls.
Both free throws good from Barton. For Dallas, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Here's Brunson. Outside, Reddick shoots the 3. That shot misses. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Mavericks. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, we've got Jalen Brunson. Powell is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Mavericks leading by 3. Redick with it, picked up by Rivers. And Redick kicks to Marjanovic. Dallas moving it around. Fires the 3. And Bull pulls it down. Here's Rivers. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on J.J. Redick. The Nuggets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from 3 and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard at the three-point line.
And the dunk by Bull.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
Man, I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Brunson got a piece of it.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Mavericks trailed by 3 and out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
Morris looking over the floor. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start, finding a rhythm right now.
Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance. And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Brunson after Austin Rivers scored. To end the run, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Dallas making a switch here. Zinkis, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Billy Cauley-Stein comes in for Dwight Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Josh Richardson subbed in for J.J. Redick. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Porzingis has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Bull. Passes it to Morris. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Richardson. Up top, Doncic. And that one hits back iron. The Nuggets leading by 3. And it's McGee penetrating. That one drops for him. McGee's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Hey, there's a reason why he shoots such a high percentage, guys. I mean, he picks smart shots, high-quality shots, in close shots that he takes.
Now here's Porzingis. Cauley-Stein trying to free himself up. Porzingis can't hit. Nuggets have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Stein. Back to Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Doncic doing a nice job showing you some sneaky explosion and athleticism on that throwdown.
Pass to McGee. Now Millsap. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell's checked in for Stein, and Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Hardaway. Now, here's Doncic. He has 5. 27 seconds left now here in the second. And stolen by Bull. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. Porzingis with the steal. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Boy, KP wanting to dish it when his guys are open. I love that team first attitude on display.
Morris outside. 4 seconds left. And it's good on the layup. Morris has got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
With 1 on the clock. Not enough on that one as it misses. And so it's Denver. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break. Or third.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. Well, what can you say about superstar big man Nikola Jokic? Jamal Murray said. And that does it for our half.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We've seen Josh Richardson really having a great game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Will Barton. Porter is out there with Gordon. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Richardson, following the score by Jamal Murray. Out to Porzingis, beyond the arc. Keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, Powell showing you great aggressiveness that time, fighting hard to come up with that offensive rebound.
Left side, Gordon. Oh, Porter in position.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, Porzingis showing you persistence there, just doing a nice job staying with it and finding a way to capitalize.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed the full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back. Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Murray dishes to Barton. The pass to Jokic. Murray outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, I like the athleticism of Murray, just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Another three for Dallas.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Murray with the bounce pass. Jokic, no good.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
I guess even he is one of those once in a while.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Can't connect from short range. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Another three for Dallas.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now here's Murray. He's got 10. It's not going to go for him. Nice D from Porzingis. Dallas has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Richardson gets a wide open look. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Wide open look here for Murray. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
That one goes in.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Now here's Murray. The shot off that time, so the Mavericks will take it the other way. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Now here's Redick. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Over Rivers. Nice shot from 10 feet out. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Hey, I don't know if it was changing baskets or what, guys, but they clearly look a lot better offensively.
The Nuggets have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. The free throw drops for Rivers. Second free throw, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
11 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's Brunson. Stolen by Rivers. And the wide open shot from Morris. What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for Denver. He notched. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. They've got Marjanovic. J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Hardaway in at the 3 spot.
Boy, the catch-and-shoot shot doesn't get any better than that. Redick on the money, ATM time.
Rivers against Redick. Rivers can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Brunson, no good.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Rivers kicks to Millsap. The putback, it's good on the putback. Rivers has got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Marjanovic. Outside, Redick. Back to Marjanovic. Denver grabs the miss. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. And it's McGee with the jam.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Outside, Reddick lets it go from deep. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Millsap passes to Bull. Morris into the lane. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. The Mavericks trailing. To the inside. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Pass to McGee. Back to Morris. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Bull can't hit.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect. There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Here's Morris. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mike Malone had some words for his team during the break, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed. Guys.
Thank you, David. 1:51 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Murray, the pass to Jokic, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
When it's an important possession, Jokic steps up big.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Richardson outside. Inside, Jokic with the steal. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, one of the things that's fun to watch, guys, is the evolution of a player. And Barton has really evolved into a solid player. Even though he was a 2nd-round pick, he's come a long way.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Josh Richardson.
And how about the composure there at the line? A ton of pressure on those free throws, and he knocks them both down.
Doncic with it. Outside, Redick. Takes a 3. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game.
They get the points they need as Redick shows just how cold-blooded he can be. JJ has the bench up and going crazy with that one.
There's 57 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Doncic.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardaway's checked in.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Outside, Redick. Down low, Jokic with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Redick against Murray. Back to Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Jokic. Porzingis with the rebound. Doncic against Murray. Redick with the 3. Bullseye!
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
So a close game. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good.